right, so our next question is from Michael.
Okay.
And he wants to know, do you often have an exit strategy when you purchase a property? And if so, how do you create one and how do you execute it?
It is very important to know how you're going to exit property before you get started. Don't let that hold you up, but it is important to keep in mind how you're going to exit as you go into it. So those are, you can sell the property, you can refinance the property. If you're just trying to wholesale the contract, then you can do that. You can wholesale the contract out, which is basically you're just selling the contract to another investor. So there's a few different exit strategies you can choose, and the one that you pick, you're going to have to look at all the different options, whether you want to hold on to this property longer term and rent it out, or if you're just looking to flip it and make a quick buck right now and then use that money on another investment later. As far as the execution goes, well, if you sell it, if you're looking to flip it and get out of it, you go through the rehab process. You're going to list it either yourself or with an agent, and that's going to be a fairly typical and straightforward deal. If you've never done it before, you may want to use an agent. They'll walk you through it. They'll do the contracts. They know the terminology, so that's pretty useful. And they'll take very good care of you. If you were going to refinance the property, each one of these I could do a whole video on. But if you want to refinance the property, the basics of it are the same. You renovate it or add some value in some way, rent it out, take it to a bank, get a commercial mortgage or a residential mortgage. We only use commercial mortgages, but and they will appraise it, and at the end of the day, just cut you a check. And that check should be for at least as much as you put in or more. And then wholesale, again, we can do a whole video on wholesaling, but the simplified premise of a wholesale is you get a contract you sign a binding contract for a property. You put some earnest money down to make it legal, and you turn around and you basically sell the contract to someone else for a higher price. So if I had a contract on a house for $100,000, I turn around and sell it to my friend for $105,000. So they pay for the house, and I get to keep that $5,000 difference as a fee. So great question.